Hey up, my name's Jamie. Good afternoon. Well, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere on top of a hill. I've been interested in this place for a little while now. There is quite a lot of history about this place here, so I'm going to do a short documentary again. You seem to like these documentaries, so I'll keep doing them. So we're going to go ahead and watch that now, and then I'll talk to you afterwards. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. High above Halifax, between Ogden Water and Mixenden, there's a hill that most drive past without a second thought. A patch of moorland, quiet, exposed, almost forgotten. But this is more than just a high place. Beneath the silence lies a deep history. A history of stonecutters, Cold War radar, and whispers of something buried far below. This is Soil Hill. This hill has long stood as a silent sentinel over the Calder Valley. Its windswept slopes and uneven summit have seen centuries of change. But while the views are clear, the hill itself holds secrets. Like much of West Yorkshire, Soil Hill was quarried heavily in the 1800s. The fine sandstone pulled from beneath the surface helped build Halifax's homes, mills, and churches. It was tough work, shaping the bones of the earth into something that would last generations. Today, nature has reclaimed most of the old sites. Paths where heavy carts once rumbled are now just soft trails through heather and grass. The wind whistles where once the clang of stone cutting rang out. But there's another story tied to this hill, one less visible. One whispered from father to son, neighbour to neighbour, the legend of buried treasure. For over a century, people have spoken of a hoard hidden somewhere beneath Soil Hill. Some say it was stashed by outlaws, highwaymen who fled into the hills after robbing travellers on the old Halifax to Keighley Road. Others believe it's even older, buried during the English Civil War. One story tells of a small band of royalist soldiers caught in retreat, carrying their payroll, a chest of gold coins. Cornered by parliamentarian troops, they hid the treasure near the summit, swearing to return, but they never did. Only the hill remembers. This is one of the stories that refuses to die. There's talk of a marker stone, now lost or buried, that point to the site. Some believe it was engraved with a warning. Others call it the King's Stone. You'll still hear people mention it, sometimes in the local pubs. In the early 1900s, it's said a man from Bradshaw attempted to find the treasure using an old tale his grandfather told him. After several nights of digging, he vanished. Some claim he found the gold and disappeared. Others, well, they say Soil Hill doesn't give up its secrets easily. Despite the rumours, nothing has ever been officially discovered, but the legend endures. A mystery buried not just in the earth, but in the identity of this strange, silent hill. Decades after the quarrymen left, Soil Hill took on a new role as part of Britain's Cold War radar network. In the 1950s, a small installation stood here, scanning the skies for Soviet bombers. Its foundations are still here, quietly crumbling into the earth. And so, The hill changed again, from stone to signal, from labour to lookout, always watching, always waiting. From this height, you can see so much: the rooftops of Halifax, the edge of the Dales, even the high rises of Leeds on a clear day. But beneath your feet is another view, one we can't quite see, a layered history, a hidden story, maybe even treasure. Soil Hill isn't the tallest, it isn't the grandest, but it's one of the places that stays with you. A moorland ridge, carved by stone, haunted by signal towers, and watched over by a mystery still waiting, just maybe, to be uncovered. Now, people have been up here and around here with metal detectors, coming up, having a dig, trying to find every treasure. Sadly, the only thing that's been found are old bottle caps, sometimes the odd spent cartridge or two from maybe local farmers coming up here shooting, or who knows. So if you are thinking about coming up here and looking for buried treasure, just a further warning: the treasure is supposedly guarded by a demon. Now, it goes back, long back into the tale. Might have been just something to put people off back in the early days of trying to come up here, digging around and trying to find this treasure. But who knows? Maybe, just maybe, this story could be true. My name's Jamie. This is Soil Hill. I hope you enjoyed. So how was that? What did you think to that? Hey, I thought I'd just stay here on this bit here because it's lovely. It's quite windy up here today, and yeah, it's quite wet up here still, and all my stuff's starting to blow over. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I am going to be getting back to doing longer videos. I have had a few things going on in my personal life recently that's kind of thrown a little spanner into the works, but we'll be getting back to it. So for now, my name's Jamie. I'm your Yorkshire Walker, and I'm out. Peace. Catch you on the next one.